Hello, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Roboris here. I'm going to be giving you a lesson today on how to be a good listener. Pretty soon, we're going to start doing some writing where you're going to be writing some words and some sentences and just some different fun things that we have planned for writing. But part of being a good writer is also to be a good listener. Okay, so we're going to first start out by talking about how to be a good listener, because sometimes after you write your pieces, you're going to be reading them to your friends, reading them to me, and you're also going to be listening to other people read. So it's wonderful to be a good listener, and you'll learn a lot from what other people have to say and things that they write. Okay, so up here I have a poster and it says, be a good listener. Okay, there's a boy here and it's pointing to different parts of the boy. So the first one I want to read, it's the arrow here is pointing to his eyes. This is probably one of the first rules we learn when we're learning how to be a good listener, and that is that your eyes are on the speaker. Okay, now the speaker could be your teacher, or it could be a friend reading their writing, what they wrote, okay? So it's not always a teacher, sometimes it's a friend. But either way, whoever is speaking, you have your eyes on them. Your eyes are not on the ceiling or on the floor or looking around, okay? Your eyes are on the person that is doing the speaking. Okay, over here, we have this arrow pointing to his mouth, and it says, mouth is quiet. And I know we all probably learned this rule in kindergarten, that when somebody is speaking, right, you are quiet. You're not also talking. Okay, so you're looking at them and your mouth is quiet. And remember, this doesn't just mean when it's a teacher, also when it's a friend speaking or reading what they wrote. Okay. Down here, it's pointing to his hands and it says, hands are still. Okay, so you're not playing with your shoe or, playing with a little toy or your necklace. Your hands are still. A good idea is to put them in your lap. You can fold them if you want, or just put them down at your side, keeping your hands still. Okay, we're going to come over here now to the poster. I think this one is the most important thing to remember when you're trying to be a good listener, okay? And that is, he's pointing to his brain, and it says brain is thinking about what is being said, okay? You could be doing all of these things. You could be looking at the speaker, you could be staying quiet, and your hands are still, but if your brain isn't really thinking about what the person speaking is saying, you're not going to remember. You're not going to remember the information, okay? So it's very important that even when you're doing everything else, you also have your brain on, and your brain is remembering what that person is saying. That's part of being a good listener, okay? Down here, it's pointing to his ears, and it says, ears listen carefully. So when we talk about being a good listener, a lot of times that's the first thing we think of, because listening requires you to use your ears, right? So make sure that your ears are listening carefully. And then this one kind of goes with the hands are still, except it's your feet. Okay, it's pointing to his feet and it says, feet are still. Okay, so you're not tapping your feet, you're not moving them all around. Your feet stay in one place. Okay, so let's just review again. So to be a good listener, you have to have your eyes on the speaker, your mouth is quiet, your hands and your feet are still, your ears are listening, and then the most important one is your brain is thinking about what is being said. If you do all of those things, you will be a fabulous listener, and that's going to help you when you're listening to somebody who is reading or reading what they wrote. Okay? I also have a fun little song for us to listen to, and this is by Jack Hartman, and he's going to tell us how to be a good listener.
whole body listener.
Let's sing a song to learn and get along. But before we do, answer these questions proud and strong and say, I do, I do. Do you want to be a better friend? I do, I do. Do you want to make your teacher happy? I do, I do. Do you want to learn more and learn better? I do, I do. Be a whole body listener. Be a whole body listener. You'll learn a lot better, learn a lot quicker. Be a whole body listener. First, use your eyes. Look at the person that's talking. Second, use your ears. Get ready to hear what they say. Third, use your mouth. Be nice and quiet and wait your turn to talk. Fourth, use your hands. Keep them by your side and to yourself. Fifth, use your feet. Keep them on the floor, quiet and still. Sixth, use your body. Face the person and keep steady and still. Seventh, use your brain. Think about what the person is saying. Eighth, use your heart. Care what the person says. Be a whole body listener. Be a whole body listener. You'll learn a lot better, learn a lot quicker. Be a whole body listener. Use your eyes, ears, mouth, hands, and your both feet too. Use your body, brain, and your heart. That's just what you do. Be a whole body listener. Be a whole body listener. Be a better friend and do the best you can. Be a whole body listener.